We are seeing in other states physicians who are not clear on whether they can appropriately treat miscarriages, whether they can appropriately treat ectopic pregnancies, which is another life-threatening condition. People who are diagnosed with cancer, perhaps, in their pregnancy and need to terminate. It's unclear if and when they can do that. There's a lot of confusion and a lot of substandard care, unfortunately.
It is unfathomable that many doctors have to weigh being stripped of their medical licenses when providing care to pregnant women who are at severe risk of dying in childbirth. But that is what the ultra-conservative right is doing. They are killing women through anti-choice dystopian legislation. Let's hear more.
We are hearing from colleagues where they are being told by their hospital lawyers that the patient needs to be closer to death, essentially. They need to be hemorrhaging, they need to be febrile, having a fever, before the doctor can act. And that's just absolutely atrocious to ask doctors to essentially commit medical malpractice in order to follow the laws of the state.
As you see, anti-choice legislation is requiring doctors to basically commit malpractice by waiting until their patients are even closer to death before taking action. What kind of dystopian landscape do we live in where we surrender our bodily autonomy to an outside group of radical, ignorant bullies, then protect the lives of our existing female citizens? This is the opposite of what government is supposed to do. Leave the creation of policy to the experts, in this case, doctors, who are caring for patients facing life-threatening pregnancies.
I want you to understand that when we ban abortion at any point in time, we cause fear for clinicians that take us away from our fiduciary responsibility to do what is best for the patient in front of us. And we have to navigate a call to legal and a discussion about, am I doing the right thing for the patient? And if I do the right thing for the patient, am I going to lose my medical license and lose the ability to practice?
Fear and submission. That is what the ultra-conservative right wants. To hijack the autonomy and knowledge of doctors, of experts in providing care. You see it with teachers too, banning books in school libraries, banning courses left and right. Fear and submission. That is what the ultra-conservative right wants. Yet they claim to be all about free will and free speech. Give me a break.
There's no exception that can be written into legislation that covers all of the gray areas that come up in this work. There is no way to safely implement a ban on abortion at any gestational age without harming women and the people who love them.
You do not leave toddlers in charge of the fire department. So leave doctors alone. Leave it to the experts to care for their patients. Also, I don't think men should have an opinion on abortion. We don't have uteruses, and yes, that does include me. So why is it that Republican men in state governments have their hand down there? Dude, just stop and shut up. Leave it to women and their doctors. And that is all I have for you today on The Breakdown. Thank you for joining me. My name is Scott Johnson. You can find more of me on my YouTube, which is in the description below, as well as my TikTok, which is pretty awesome. And do not forget to smash that subscribe button to The Breakdown, where you can find more from independent creators like myself. These videos are pretty informative and entertaining, so you should totally binge watch them. You know you want to.